That is a bullet ant, and this is the bullet ant challenge. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yes, yes, there we have it, folks. Right in this container is the infamous bullet ant. So let's go up a little ways off of this trail here to where it's a little more controlled, and let's do the bullet ant challenge. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, of course, in this container right here is the infamous bullet ant. And this ant has been made famous through the media over the last decade, specifically through Coyote Peterson and the Brave Wilderness channel. And that's because it has one of the worst insect stings of any insect on the planet. Now, the bullet ant is definitely a lot bigger than the ants I am accustomed to seeing back home in Missouri. And up close, it is a little bit intimidating knowing what I'm about to do next with this ant. Just so fascinating, and the design on the bullet ant is so sleek and so streamlined. Like I just said, it's kind of intimidating up close in person, and I can't understate that. The mandibles on this ant along with the stinger at the end, yeah, that's enough to make a lot of you out there squeal. But of course, today we're performing the bullet ant challenge, and you're probably asking, Ray, what is the bullet ant challenge exactly? And that is that I'm going to free handle the bullet ant and see if I can get away without taking a sting. Now, a sting from the bullet ant is going to send me into a world of pain. It's also known as the 24-hour ant because the pain is just searing for about 24 straight hours before it eventually lets up. Now, I have to put myself into a little bit of a mental state here to get ready that this ant could sting me when it's walking along on me, but I'm gonna say I'm fairly confident that this ant is gonna walk all over my hands and my forearms without having to sting me. As long as I don't put any pressure onto the ant or make any crazy sudden movements, I think I can get away with it. Whew. Not gonna lie, guys, nerves are going a little bit here, heart is still racing. But the longer that I waste time, the more the nerves are gonna fly high. So, without further ado, it's time for the bullet ant challenge. I am fairly confident that this ant is not gonna sting me. Knock on wood, I do not wanna jinx myself here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. See if we can get the ant to just slide down. Oh. Not as swift as a landing as I would have hoped for a first time handling a bullet ant. But nonetheless, the challenge has begun. I'm gonna monitor my time. Whoa, whoa. Got into a little bit of a stinging position there. As long as I don't make any crazy sudden movements, I think I'll end up being okay. You can see my hand is kind of shaking around a little bit here. I don't really like the bullet ant's positioning on my fingers. That seems to be where it wants to hang out most of the time. And now, see, it's working its way up my forearm. Right where Coyote Peterson got stung too. How about that? See if he'll meander onto this hand now. There we go. That was a pretty smooth transition, I would say so. Wow, cannot see the ant, which is making me a little nervous. Check that out, guys. Check that out. That is a bullet ant, and it is on me. Oh, where is it? I can't even see it. It is like, whoa. Just heard it fall. Okay, there it is. I kind of lost it for a second. There we go, right back into the container. All right, so that was 2 straight minutes of the bullet ant challenge. The bullet ant challenge is actually just 60 seconds of letting the bullet ant walk on you, but I was fairly confident that it wasn't gonna sting me, but that still gets, the nerves still go a little bit. Wow, and you can see this bullet ant, it does not want to sting me. It does not want to have to use that vital resource of venom unless it feels it is absolutely necessary. And as long as I don't make any crazy sudden movements, talk absurdly loud, or put pressure on the ant, it should never actually sting me. Again, I don't want to eat those words here because I'm about to let it go on my hand one last time. But yeah, the only reason I was getting a little bit nervous while the ant was on my hand is because it loved hanging around my fingertips and then right here. Those are regions that don't provide the most stability for the ant, and I can't really see it. But Here we go. Let's go round 2 of the bullet ant challenge. Oh boy. Ready? 3, 2, 1. There we go. There is the bullet ant on my hand. Whew. How about that, guys? I have successfully completed the bullet ant challenge. Of course, I would never ever recommend any of you out here in Latin America or anywhere where a bullet ant can be discovered to ever attempt this challenge that you see me doing today. This challenge, the bullet ant challenge, was successful. I was able to let the ant walk around my arms and I did not take a sting. But I say we let this bullet ant back right on the tree that I found it. I'm Ray Tiller and I'll see you guys on the next adventure. Come on, buddy. Today's challenge was to show you that although animals like the bullet ant may pose a potential threat, an animal's first response is never to attack. Venom is such a precious resource for animals like the bullet ant, and using it in a time that may not be necessary just isn't logical for them. It's always best to have respect, but not hatred, towards creatures just like the bullet ant.